Well, hey there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're hearing my voice or seeing my face and my awesome hot rollers. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can, of course, call me Pajama Grandma. In case we haven't met yet, go ahead and put hashtag pajama in the comments below so I know it's the first time you are hopping in and joining me on my journey of transitioning from the offline brick and mortar world of businesses and corporate America to the online world of working in my pajamas. Because I'm the Pajama Grandma and I love being able to do what I want, when I want, where I want, and with whomever I want, drinking whatever I want in my pajamas as long as I want on any given day, and in my hot rollers. I'll talk a little bit about false beliefs and how they will F you up. One of the false beliefs I used to have is that I could not be seen in public with rollers in my hair. Or hot rollers. I could not go out of the house. I could not leave I usually didn't even leave my bathroom with curlers in my hair. And here I sit in front of you on a Facebook Live in 2018 with curlers in my hair, sipping my coffee, and sharing what I'm up to. Crazy, right? But you know what? I'm not going to die. Me appearing with curlers in my hair is not going to really negatively impact anyone in the universe, and it's definitely not going to impact me, and it's actually going to get me toward a goal that I need to achieve. I've got a mastermind call today, and it's a Zoom call, so I always like to look a little bit more presentable on my Zoom calls. So in hot, humid weather, where summer, it happens to get hot and humid where I live, and my hair is one of those stick straight hairs. So in order to have curls in my hair and have it look decent, I need to have my curlers in for quite a long time and take them out right before the event so that it looks decent. Now, where I got over this false belief and this fear of being seen in public or having curlers in my hair outside of my bathroom was back in the day when I was doing store demos for my Italian food manufacturing business. For a while, I actually went to the stores and did the store demos for a lot of reasons that don't matter here, but it was really a good activity. It was a lot of work, but it was a really educational activity in terms of getting to know my customers and what they needed and wanted from our products and services, what they liked, what they didn't like. The biggest lesson I learned in that activity was that my product wasn't for everyone. Like so many business owners, I originally believed, well, my product's for everyone. I can't narrow down my focus because my product's for everyone. I can't pick an ideal customer or a group of people I want to serve because my product's for everyone. And I learned very quickly that during the days of low carb and no carb diets and the beginning of the gluten-free era, which I think we're in sort of now for a lot of the population, there's a lot of people that don't want to eat ravioli. Handmade ravioli, even if it's the best ravioli in the whole wide world, it still has got, gluten and carbs up the yin-yang in it, and so people weren't even going to try it. And some people, if you can believe it, are not very kind about saying no. They feel some kind of pressure that you're going to be offended if they say no thank you. So then they're rude about it. And being rude about it, now that's taking it to a whole new level. I don't think you ever need to be mean or unkind to people. Maybe that's just because I'm getting old. Maybe it's because I'm paying back I'm sure when I was younger, I wasn't always kind to people or considerate. And as I think about it now, that was all about my own lack of confidence or belief in myself. It was never about the person. It never is, by the way. If somebody's unkind to you, it's never about you. It's always about what's going on inside of them. And if you can remember that, it makes it a lot easier to deal with difficult people. But false beliefs. So the false belief that I couldn't be seen in public with curlers. Well, when I was doing those store demos, I needed to go and prepare the food and cook for the demo and then change clothes, fix my hair and face, and then go do the demo, and then come back after the demo and clean everything up, and then do it again the next day. I did this every weekend for the better part of a year. Insanity! It was one of those working in your business instead of on your business kind of activities. It began by working on my business and very quickly turned to working in my business, which was a mistake on my part. It's, one of those false belief lessons that you need to learn as you're growing and doing anything, but especially when you're growing your business. So I needed to have my hair be curly and presentable for these demos in the stores. And That meant I had to put my rollers in at home and I had to drive all the way down to my business. I had to go inside, cover my hair with a hairnet and helmet, and I'd wrap it in a scarf and things. And I would do some really creative, tricky things at first to cover my head with my curlers. I had like these beautiful, elaborate scarves I'd wrap around my head. So better to have people think that I have no hair and I have cancer or some other thing than to believe or know that I have curlers in my hair, right? How ridiculous is that? So at some point I got better with just being, driving around and doing my curlers. And as part of doing Facebook Lives, since I was really afraid to do them, I challenged myself in the beginning to do one in my curlers. I did one in my hot rollers. I didn't die. It was amazing. I did some in my face masks. I did one in my bathtub, which my kids freaked out about, so I didn't really do that again. But I've done some with masks. I used the masks and the filters, whatever I needed to do to get comfortable being able to sit and talk on video, because that's how we get our message out. So now I'm working on, we'll get to what I'm working on now, because what's she up to now, right? So I'm working on my personal webinar, the webinar that I am producing to share my messages with the world, my Supersize Your Business with the world, and the process I used to supersize my business and help a lot of other businesses grow and supersize their businesses. And I tend, as you may have noticed, to ramble and talk a lot and share too many stories. So I'm in the process of practicing that and paring down and taking out the stories that don't add value and making sure that the stories that I do tell are on point to the people listening, not to me. I don't need to tell them, but I tend to tell more stories when I'm nervous. So the more I practice, the more I feel comfortable with taking out a lot of these stories and not feeling at all nervous about what to share, what not to share, what stories. I can get more and more concise and more clear in my message and my delivery and the stories that I do and don't share. Some people tend to clam up and be quiet when they're nervous. I tend to spew it all out and share everything when I'm nervous. So you can tell I'm feeling better about it and better about it as I shave time off it. And I just make sure that what I'm sharing is important to the purpose of the presentation. And that's to get people to understand the process of supersizing your business and that they can do it too. And that I've got a process that they're welcome to join me in. And I would love for them to join me in, because I'm trying to create something amazing to make the world a better place. And this is my way of doing it. So that's what I'm working on today. Got my mastermind call this morning. I'm always excited about that. I love mastermind calls. Starting and participating in a new 30-day challenge tomorrow. It's a Facebook Live challenge on a Facebook Live page for people to go live for 30 days. And it's got a really fun structure of different themes for each day. And so I had decided when we first heard about it that I was going to do it for Supersize My Business, for Supersize Your Business. I wanted to do it along with the way I lay out my process. So I'm using it as a way over 30 days to share the process of supersizing your business. Now I had to get a little creative when the themes came out, because one of the themes, one of the days is in 1 minute or less, you have to share something significant. So as I laid out my process with the different days, and then another day is share a book that you like. So I had to think of books that speak to the message of the day that I had planned out. So I normally don't plan these things ahead of time, as you might notice. I just start talking. But I wanted to actually plan this one out. And then I thought, well, if I'm doing this for this group, as participating in this group, why would I not do it as a challenge for my own group, for my own people? So today I'm planning out, okay, how do I transition that to a challenge for my folks in my Facebook group to help them supersize their business by actually putting the steps that I share every day into practice, at least doing one thing every day that moves them toward each of the steps in the process. I think that they'll get some incredible results, and I'm really excited to see how it works out for them. So that's what I'm up to today. I hope you have an absolutely fabulous, fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.